1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Picking you up. Picking you up. Do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium for this afternoon's game between Chorley and Kings Lynn. Myself, Pete Tscherewik, joined alongside Ewan Murray. Ewan, it feels, well, quite literally just like yesterday, where we were sat at Edgar Street, 150 miles away, as Chorley robbed to a 4-1 win away at Hereford. Now back again, clean slate, go again against James Rowe's Kings Lynn Town team. What are your thoughts out of this one?
Another tough game looking on the cards for us today. Kings Lynn obviously unbeaten like us so far this season, and they have won both of their away games so far. But if we start as we did against Hereford, we've got a good chance of winning today.
Yeah, it's a game that, as you say, in some ways you'd say the unbeaten record's there to be broken for either side, obviously barring a draw. But James Rowe, in his post-match interview, spoke about how he likes his team to be expansive, how they had 30-plus penalty box entries and couldn't score more than once against Darlington. Seemed to be frustrated, albeit that Darlington were the team with a man sent off on that particular occasion. But like you say, Andy Priest's team, one change, I beg your pardon, from that win only a couple of days ago. It's Adam Henley, a straight swap in for Jack Moore, while Milan Lavkovic returns from suspension to take the place of Max Thompson amongst the squad. So, in that regard, it's kind of a case, I think we spoke off air a couple of minutes ago, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's pretty happy with the fitness. Obviously, Adam Blakeman came off with a little bit of a niggle in his knee, but he's past fit to start, and it's very much a case of as you were.
Yeah, I think obviously Jack Moore played really well as well against Kings Lynn. So, yeah, as we've been saying all so far this season, the bench is really strong. So many rotational options. We should be okay, barring the worst, which could happen with injuries today.
I think it's one of them, though. You mentioned Moore; he played really, really well. I was really impressed as well. But it's that thing for Andy Priest to have that extra option, where maybe in years previous we've gotten so used to not having the options off the bench, not having the luxury of being able to chop and change as much as we like. Whereas obviously in this case, he's got a like for like swap. They're both fit as a fiddle. They're both playing really well. Obviously, if one player does dip the levels, God forbid, then he can chop and change to the other. Obviously, today, Henley gets the nod. He's fresh. He didn't play a minute. Sorry, no, he played half an hour against Hereford. And it's a big boost to have him in. Quick mention as well, a couple of Kings Lynn fans, I say a couple, probably 20 or 30 behind in the Frank Powell stand. And they're full of noise as Chorley supporters continue to walk the way through the fan zone into the main stand and those areas around the ground ahead of kick-off. Afternoon, Chris. Hope you're having a good breakaway in Greece. I'm going away to Poland in the morning, so fingers crossed, 3 points this afternoon, and that's a couple of days away from me and my partner, and we'll be back away at Leamington again. You and we spoke about it off air. It'll just be the pair of us going to Leamington. Also like to wish our club photographer Dave, who has a great holiday away with his wife Joanne. And the usual suspects, like to Jeff Clark listening in, Alan Boardman, as usual, Southern Spain with us this afternoon. I don't want to jinx it too much, but quite often in these types of games, you say it's got the hallmarks of being an absolute classic. I think today is no different. It could be a really open, evenly contested game, and ultimately we're hoping for a Chorley win, but hoping for a good game that's, without too many rash decisions or bad decisions or something that impacts the game. Obviously, we had the red card here against Chester, the red card away at Darlington. The penalty, I thought, against Hereford was a stonewall penalty, but, ultimately, you just want to have a good game, don't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously not wanting to bring on the commentator's curse, but we've scored 12 goals so far in 4 games, so you would expect us to probably find a net at least once in this game, maybe a couple of times.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those, obviously, that goes back to that previous meeting, the playoff eliminator, where Chorley, of course, came out on top against Keegs in a goal to nil, thanks to Mark Ellis' winner on that day. And previous to that, goalless draw away at the Walks and a 2-1 win here at Victory Park last season. So games that aren't really separated by all too much. However, of course, a little bit of a change in terms of the managerial. Adam Lakeland is obviously now at Halifax Town, and it's James Rowe, the man in the dugout. He looks to have changed a lot of things in terms of his incomings and outgoings. Chris, yeah, you mentioned there Michael Giassi, another one for me. Really, really big fan of his. Although saying that, James Rowe in his post-match interview from Darlington said he's got to do more if he wants to progress in his career. 5 in 4 for Gyasi probably is the one, Ewan, where you'd say he's the one to watch up top. He's caused a lot of problems for us in recent years for Peterborough Sports, and he'll be looking to do the same again. Obviously, Goldon Mateo only on the bench. He's one who, again, who's caused us a few problems in recent years. The memorable goal that wasn't given to Billy Whitehouse from a free kick a few years ago, and Gold went up the other end. Here come the two teams led out by Matt Irwin of Chorley and Michael Clunan of Kings Lynn Town. Welcome to Magpies on Air for this afternoon's game between Chorley and Kings Lynn Town. My name is Pete Tscherewik, joined alongside Ewan Murray. Ewan, we've just discussed the game in as much detail as possible, but for all those obviously just tuning in now, it's a game where both teams have got unbeaten records on the line. It's not by any means deep into the season. Both teams wanting to really push on, kick on, keep on their unbeaten runs and get all 3 points, as I often do with you in the season so far. If I have to push you for a prediction, what are you going for?
I think, especially with us scoring so many goals of late, I'm going to go for a 3-1 win today for Chorley.
3-1 win for you. Ewan, I won't be pushed into giving mine, but I think a win would be obviously the ultimate goal. I think you'd probably, if push comes to shove, you'd probably take a point to maintain that unbeaten run, because you've got to remember as well, obviously, we've got 2 away games following this against Leamington and then against Curzon Ashton. So you just want to keep that momentum going as much as you possibly can. Good afternoon to you, Jeff. Hope you're all well. Of course, we want to win the game. I'm confident I think we can win this game, but as often is a lot of the case in these types of games, you just don't know what to expect from the opposition, and just hoping for a positive performance and a good result.
I mean, as we said, Hereford, Sandberg did a really good job of slotting in at centre-back against Hereford, but he's going to have his hands full today with Michael Gyasi.
Interesting to see that Kingsland have a little bit of a huddle there in their half. It looks like a strength and conditioning coach is in there just to keep them nice and warm. Chris Anderson giving us a little nod. He looks pleased. He looks confident. Referee Jonathan Chadwick currently having a word with Irwin and Clunan ahead of kick-off.
Teams are swapping sides here just before kick-off.
Yeah, as you say, they've switched side, but then they've decided to go for a huddle again, which Preecey there giving a quick little nod to Harry, his grandson. He's happy. Harry looks happy. Preecey looks happy. Gives him a thumbs up, and it's great to see, as we always mention, these moments ahead of kick-off. Preecey, I'm sure the nerves will be jangling a little bit, but he looks happy. So just seconds away from kick-off here, as it was against Hereford. It will be George Horbury to get the game underway for Chorley. And we're off and running here at the Grandstore Victory Park Stadium. It's over towards Jack Sampson from a long lumped kick forward by Blakeman and out for a Kings in throw. Good afternoon to Stephen over in Kings Lynn. Keep you updated as much as we can, Stephen, from both sides of the view. Don't worry, there's no bias in our commentary, and you give me a little bit of a smirk there, but I think it's fair to say we like to be as neutral as possible, despite the fact that we obviously are commentated for Chorley.
Kingsland
looking to get Michael Gyasi involved in the game early doors. It's over towards him, and Sam Bird hooks it out for a throw, pretty much bang on halfway. Down the line it goes. It's up in the air by Mark Ellis, and then the first touch of the game for Adam Henley. Oh, that's a really bad challenge there. It's a decision for the referee to make here. It's a straight red. And we talked about decisions to be made, and 2 minutes into the game, Kings Lynn have got a man sent off. Straight away, do you know what? It's a very similar to Jack Bainbridge, isn't it? It's one of those challenges, and it's a red card.
slight concern here for Hennes, though. He looks in a lot of discomfort on the ground.
Look at that, how the game can turn so quickly, and
You have to say, from up here, it looked like a definite red as well, though.
just keep our eye on who it is who has been sent off. It's the number 23, I think it's Emmanuel Meyer, I think. We'll just get confirmation on that. Not too sure at this moment in time.
Seems to be the case.
Yeah, confirmation that it was Emmanuel Meyer who has been sent off. 2 minutes into the game, Ewan, we're just saying, wasn't I, about how, you think, would you take a point in this game? And ultimately, the game just straight away, it switches in that. Straight away.
It's one of those ones, early in the game, you don't need to make a challenge like that. I understand sometimes when I leave one on a defender and whatnot, but going in so high, just 2 minutes into the game in a challenge like that, you're asking the referee to make a decision, and I think coming from here, the referee's made the correct decision. Good to see Adam Henley back on his feet, though.
And you know what? I have to say it again. That looked more of a red in real time than Jack Bainbridge did a couple of weeks ago. But also, credit to the referee. He made his decision probably not as quickly as the referee did against Chester. However, there was no real hesitation, and it's a red card. And James Rose had a little bit of a chat with his players.
I think what's also a really good telling sign with something like that, there was no real appeal from the Kings Lynn players when he brought out that red card, which probably shows that he did make the correct decision.
Yeah, it's a huge moment in the game, and Andy Priest, as he was against Hereford, he sort of smells blood, and that will be no different here. The first real action of the game, and now the ball goes into the the Kings Lynn half, headed up in the air. There's a loose ball here for Mark Ellis, can get on the end of it. Referee Tscherewik gives the free kick in favour of Kings Lynn.
I think Mark Ellis is looking more
a few
at the
comments
man
there. Oh my God! Wow, yeah. I think Ewan has to be said. It was a clear red. It was just a late lunging challenge. He's over at the far side, but we still have a really good view. It's pretty much central to where we're sat here. No real doubt in my mind, and the referee was the same. He was straight away, and you can see James Rowe. He's having a word with the fourth official. He's now having a word with Andy Priest.
Andy Priest just
clearly the Kings Lynn manager not happy with the decision, but I don't know. Anyway, the decision has been made, and it's the hand that James Rowe's side has been dealt. Reece Hall-Johnson has the ball down the right-hand side over on this near side, looking to take on Craig Hewitt, and Craig Hewitt does well, puts a foot in, and it's out for a Kings Lynn throw. Keep you updated as ever on goals elsewhere in National League North this afternoon.
Hall-Johnson looking for Giassi with this.
Down the line it goes towards Giassi, who's pulled. Giassi was pulling on Blakeman, I beg your pardon. Good to see that the two physios, Sam Waterworth and Dan Tattersall, coming over, and everything all right with the headers. Jack Sampson pulled to the ground there by Tom Wilson. Craig Hewitt was looking to have the beating of the Kings Lynn defender Hall-Johnson, but referee Tscherewik pulls it back for a Chorley free kick bang on halfway.
You can already really see that Kings Lynn have just dropped into this low block now. Giassi being really the only outlet for them to find whenever they're going to go forwards.
Well, it's an interesting one because I think they've been playing with two up front in the last few weeks. Amateo's there as an option. And today they've gone the balls in towards the area, towards Cardiff. More than likely, it's not. I thought it was going to be a corner, but it's... and the ball was played back in there to Clark. Ball deep again towards Craig Hewitt. He's got it just on the left-hand side edge of the box. Cuts inside, digs the ball in towards the box. Shouts for handball, waved away. Mark Ellis has got it. Under pressure by Giassi. He's got to be careful here, Rello. Calvary this time under pressure. Free kick again And James Rowe is going absolutely bananas in the technical area. As a free kick's given to Chorley,
There's
about
no
30
seeming to be
yards from goal.
pleasing for the Kingsland manager here at the minute.
I don't think, again, Ewan, he's really got much room to complain about that.
No, not at all. But what you would say is this is Adam Blakeman territory. Similar sort of distance to the one where he scored against Scarborough, albeit on a different side of the pitch. Tim and Craig Hewitt stood over it.
Hewitt and Blakeman over it. Blakeman goes to take it, drills it. Still alive as Horbury's got it. Goes out to Hewitt, who was over the free kick with Blakes. Hewitt, 1v1 with Giassi Sam. Dinks the ball into towards the box, only towards the front man. It's Clunan, headed away.
Penley's lofted it up in the air here. Hewitt's underneath it.
Good play there, Carvely. Going to go back to Sam Bird. Bedford Town have hit the front against Sal Shields. So Sal Shields, for the first time in this National League campaign, find themselves a goal behind.
Blakeman with a throw deep into the box.
Sampo flicks it on, and Tomcar trying to get on the end of it, but just can't quite latch on.
Henley with a diagonal ball. It's going towards Sampson. It's headed away by Hall Johnson.
I think it's just got to have a little look there, Ewan, as Chorley have a man down. I can't see who it is. He's really on the haunches in a lot of discomfort. Process of elimination. Is it Mark Ellis? No, it's George Horbury. He's down. He's not sure what it is. He's down in a bit of a heap.
Looks like he's holding his knee. I've watched the things from
It's
here.
interesting, actually. I spoke to George in the warm-up. I said, how are you feeling? And he was like, yeah, I'm feeling really good. Feeling really fit.
He does look in some discomfort.
Get the magic
here.
spray out.
That would be a big miss if he was to go off.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it, Hereford probably being Chorley's best player of the season so far. I would echo that statement with you. Give us a second to take a breather here. And what's been an entertaining opening 10 minutes of the game. For those just joining us, 2 minutes into the game, Emmanuel Madgett was sent off for a late lunging challenge on Adam Henley. At the moment, George Horbury's just down.
When play does eventually resume, it will look like it'll be a long throw for Adam
Sure,
Blakely
yeah,
on
I
this
couldn't
left-hand
quite
side.
catch it if it was a long throw or a corner. That man, Tyrone Marsh, 6 already for this season for him. 6 goals in 5 games, a really great start for him. Curzon Ashton have taken the lead against Buxton away from home. Horbury limping gingerly. Is it going to be one where he can just run it off? I didn't see if he made any contact with anybody, if it's an impact injury or not. Andy Priest has got Joe Nolan, I think, Leach Summerfield out to get warm.
Shake of the
George,
head
yeah, shaking his head. He might have run his race. I'm not sure if he's 100% made his mind up yet. The long throw comes in, it's all the way over. Bird looks to head it back to Blakeman, who drills it back in first time. It's over the one, Mark Ellis, across the box, top goes down! Mike Ellis! Get in there! 11 minutes on the clock, and Mike Carvely puts the Magpies in front. His second goal of the season already. Really well moved. Mark Ellis peeled away towards the back post. Tom Carr missed it. Mike Carvely didn't. Surely 1-0 up.
Yeah, it's the threat from set pieces again, really. I know the original long throw was cleared away, but that ball fizzed into the box on the volley by Adam Blakeman. Elwell at the back post, always going to be a threat. Heads it back across goal. As you say, Tom Carr misses it, but Calvary made no mistake and thumped it into the back of the net. 1-0 Chorley. And quite like against Hereford, Chorley off to the best possible start here. And George Horbury is making his way back onto the pitch.
Good.
So Chorley's scoring that goal whilst the teams were level with 10 players on the pitch. Now they're back with 11. Straight from the kick-off, Kingsley and lump it out for a throw-in. Deep into the Chorley half.
So, again, Chorley's first real, if you like, clear-cut chance on goal. And it's clinically taken by Mike Calverley, his second goal of the season. Really well worked move. I think the one who probably won't get as much credit as he deserves is Mark Ellis in that instance, because it was really good play from Ello to flash the head across the box. Kingsley looking to try and get back into the game quickly here. Oh, and Calverley's missed it. Hall Johnson's got it. Goes for goal, and George Horbury's down again here. I think he definitely this time he's not going to be able to continue.
Referee's going to let play.
Referee Jonathan Tscherewik, I think he's deliberating whether to allow play to carry on. He's back up again, George. You just wonder.
Tom Wilson with a long ball forward.
Good header from Sam Bird that time, and
there's going to have to be a change here.
George Horbury, yeah, back down again, and I think he's got the call from Andy Priest, Joe Nolan.
That's a real shame, because as we've been saying, I think for me, Chorley's main bright spark so far this early season. Of course, there's been so many good performers, but for me, George Horbury has just been so good so far this season, so it's a real shame to see him coming off early.
Yeah, it will be a big miss for Chorley.
But as we've been alluding to, an ample replacement in Joe Nolan.
Yeah, an enforced change as Joe Nolan is coming on. Yeah, George disappointing, but he's hobbling away, and I think he's going to go straight down the tunnel with Dan Tattersall. And it's interesting. We said in the build-up, didn't we, Ewan, about
James
James
change here as well, I think.
Oh, he said about James Rowe, he was frustrated. He's saying that the game was determined by the officiating in their 1-1 draw against Darlington, and both of their home games had been determined by the officiating. Let's see what he has to say about today, because 2 minutes into the game, Meyer sent off, and 11 minutes gone, Calverley with the opener, and his team have got it all to do. Good ball in that from Hall Johnston. It's low back to number 8, Sam Collins. Cloonan's got it. Collins down this right-hand side under pressure from Sampson. Now comes Warren Clark. Good clearance from Calverley, and Chorley looking to stem it.
There's a change there for Kingsley. It looks as though Ty Fleming came off for Morgan Williams. Didn't look to be an injury involved. But
yeah. I imagine it'll be a tactical switch.
Ball down the line into Ross Crane. Sam Bird does really well. Looks as though he's fouled there, but he clears it up forward.
Sampson, good header up from him towards Tom Carr. Goes down.
Pushing the back on Tom Carr.
Fouled by Tom Dickens. Blakeman, look at that. He had Collins there right under his skin. And Giassi, though, has picked the ball up. Henley closest to him, lays off to Collins, who takes it first time, and it's fortuitously into the feet of Ross Crane.
Irwin's clip off his line there and gets the
Michael
ball.
Giassi there a little bit on Matt Irwin. Blakeman's got it. Collins comes over towards Tom Carr. He's looking to beat Wilson. Paul Johnson now. Ball's played flat, given away. Blakeman's got it. Spreads it across to Henley.
Well, Clark forced to go back to Mark
Ellis this
Ellis.
time just
Switching the play towards Craig
puts the
Hewitt.
ball. Look at that for a ball. I don't know if he meant that, but Craig Hewitt's got it. Under pressure from Hall Johnson. Keeps going, Hewitt. Plays it back to Blakeman. Takes a touch. Back to Hewitt again. A bit of space for Hewitt to operate into if he can go it to the edge of the box towards what Adam Henley. Crosses. Still alive and no one on the end of it. Giassi takes a touch. Under pressure from Sam Bird. Radcliffe have hit the front in their game, and so have Darlington. Ball up, and Michael Giassi thinks he's through on goal, but he's offside.
And with Kingsley going to be pushing forward here, probably looking for an equaliser, there should be more gaps in that defence for Chorley to exploit. Blakeman clips his ball towards Tom Carr, headed away by the defender. Joe Nolan's in there on the recovery. Crane gets back. Good close now by John Nolan, but it ends up going into the hands of Lewis Chadwick in goal for Kingsley.
Out the hand from Louis Chadwick, it's long and it's headed back by Mark Ellis.
Mario acknowledges to go short here to Sam Bird. It's Adam Blakeman.
Good ball that from Blakes again, looking to find Tom Carr. Good first touch from him, but just poked away by Hall Johnson. Great ball that in behind for Giassi to chase. Henley's there though. Doing well. Giassi's a live wire in attack. Kingsley to the credit, obviously a man down, but there we go. Carr bundled to the ground by.
There's a free kick.
No, he's got it wrong. It's a foul for me on Tom Carr, and then now Wilson's asking for Craig Hewitt to be booked.
Strong physical play there by Thomas Wilson for Kingsley.
Buxton have equalised against Curzon Ashton. Kidderminster have hit the front against Leamington.
It's an opportunity here, though, for Kingsley's captain, Michael Clunan, to get the ball into the box. Both centre-halves are forward here for the visiting team.
So free kick for Kings Lynn. Way away from goal. Clunan and Crane over it.
Crane's just put the ball down as if he's going to take it.
Crane hands up. Left foot of Crane to deliver it. It's very deep.
No, it's behind for
Dickens is the man nearest to it, but he can't meet it. And behind for a goal kick. Referee Chadwick. Oh, it's time for a drinks break. So, Ewan, you've got a drink in your hand. My drink is about to go back into my hand, and I think it's one of those where you just feel like you need to catch your breath a little bit. The game that Chorley have taken the lead in, probably deservedly so, but Kingston, has to be said, have come back into it nicely. Obviously, a man down in terms of advantage.
Yeah, I mean, similar to Chester when they went a down man early doors, I thought we struggled in the remainder of that first half against Chester when they went on to 10 men, but in this instance, we've been really sharp, quick passing, quicker build-up play, and that obviously resulted in the goal.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it, where you've just got to focus on the matter in hand, and ultimately, Chorley be thinking we need another one. We need to get another one here. We need to get one soon, because you just can't risk it. You don't want to let them in. You don't want to give Kings Lynn even a hint of a sniff.
No, even though they haven't really had particularly a chance yet, you can still tell that Michael Giassi's a handful for the defenders, even with the running in behind. It's not safe this game at 1-0.
Absolutely not. Elsewhere in National League North, goal line stayed the same. Don't want to speak too soon, but current results do have Chorley at the top of the table. We do know how quickly things can change.
It's a goal kick to be taken by Matt Irwin. He's a resume play here after the drinks break.
Back underway is Carr looking to beat Dickens.
Tscherewik in goal there, taking his time with the ball at his feet. Pushes his team forward.
Interesting as well, Paul Jones, the goalkeeper on the bench for Kings, in their usual, number one as you'd expect, and it seems to have lost his place this season. But I do believe he's in a sort of a player coaching role. But Louis Chadwick, the man between the posts, hasn't really had much to do. Obviously apart from pick the ball up out of his own net. Good header from Blakeman towards the centre of the park. Cloonan's there. Good header up in the air by Ellis. Got to be careful here. Henner's Giassi again looking to beat him. Down the left, he's very isolated. Giassi, he's got it. Trying to beat Henley, who's still there. Left and right balls in towards the back post from Giassi. It's dangerous, but
Sandberg a lot of time here, brings it down.
Play from Birdie. Plays it out wide towards Henley.
Seems to be a bit of elbow there on the right hand side.
I guess that's what Sam Bird can offer you, though. We spoke about it on Saturday about how he's up that ball playing. If he's a defender, he's more of a right back than a centre half, but he is good with the ball at his feet. He is confident with the ball at his feet. And you can see it bits of that where he's playing it out wide towards Henley. Marching orders being shouted out by James Rowe. There's Chadwick. Goal kick from him, and it's out for a Chorley throw. Down the line straight away quickly from Blakes.
Another throw in here for Blakes.
Ball will come back to Blakeman about 10 yards further forward.
Throws it across the pitch to Henley.
On halfway, plays it into Tom Carr's feet, gets it down towards Warren Clark. Still driving towards goal, Warren Clark. He's caught. Free kick again. Should be a yellow card for me, this one. I think that my spidey senses are tingling, and I'm right. Because that's a booking for Bailey Clements. Does really well there, Warren Clark.
Yeah, some good direct running there by Warren. Left Clements with no choice, even to let him run past, sort of foul him. And Blakeman again, just like earlier on in the game, got a free kick in a similar sort of position.
Yeah, what can Adam Blakeman and Craig Hewitt do here? Hewitt looks interested. Blake's the obvious candidate to stand over and take it. Three-man wall now, 4 for Kings Lynn. Giassi's there on the edge of the box along with Ross Crane. Craig Hewitt's going to take this one, takes it. That's well saved. It's a good free kick taken by Craig Hewitt this time, and it's well saved.
It's another long throw here by Adam Blakeman, and it goes.
Deep up towards Ellis. It's not cleared. Oh, I couldn't tell.
I think it looked like it came off Kingsley's head, that. But Chadwick has the ball in his hands, and he'll roll it out to his centre-back in Wilson. Ball followed by Wilson, looking for the run of Ross Crane towards the right corner flag. Being marshaled by Sam Bird, gets around Sam Bird.
Still alive here. Ross Crane's got it. Goes into the box.
Bird
Boots it
eventually
away
clears
clear
it.
well, confidently by
Tom
Sam
Carr
Bird
here
and
with
gives
a
one
run.
for Tom Carr to chase. It's Tom Carr versus Tom Dickens. It's Tom v Tom.
Warren Clark there to help him. It looks as though he may have been fouled here, but
Yeah,
the
he's down in
linesman
a
gives
bit of
it as a Kingsland
discomfort.
throw-in. We've seen that so many times, don't we, with the one ball forward for Tom Carr to chase on to make some nuisance of himself for the opposition defenders.
He just chases the lost cause, doesn't he? He does it so well. Wins a lot of fouls. Obviously, the one on Saturday against Hereford, it was a really good bit of play from TT to win that challenge.
Good header by Joe Nolan in the middle.
Vernon heads it on as far as Ellis. He goes back towards Warren Clark, headed away by Dickens, and Nolan takes a touch and
Ball forward to Giassi. Looks offside to us.
Offside, and Andy Priest is not happy. Play continues.
Collins gives it to Hall Johnson out wide.
It did look like Giassi had just
definitely to us anyway.
Gone offside, and
Hall Johnson with a
good ball towards Collins. He just keeps it in. Williams, I beg your pardon, now finds Collins, takes it first time.
Well defended by Blakeman.
Fortuitously back at the feet of Williams. Now to Crane, who's going to go for goal, and I think that might be Kingsland's first shot.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say he shanks that one. Matt Irwin, understandably, in no real rush here to take his goal kick. Chorley a goal to the good against 10 men.
Back into the feet of Irwin, who's this afternoon wearing black socks with a red strip.
Blakeman with a long ball forward, looking towards Jack Sampson.
Good header on for Sampo, but into the hands of Tscherewik, and he'll be grateful.
Collins here looking to start a quick counter-attack maybe. He goes back to Hall Johnson. Back to Wilson. Tscherewik in goal, not being pressed it by Sampo or Carr.
No, and
punts it forward towards
worry too much about Hall Johnson now battling up with Blakeman. Well won by Blake, really and now Hewitt's got a bit of space to run into. Takes on Clunan, yellow card.
And Blakeman goes in with Clunan. I think we can say the handbags are out here. It's a very late challenge though by Clunan.
Literally clotheslined him there, didn't he? And it was a tactical foul of the highest order, and referee Tscherewik.
I think Blakeman might be getting a booking here for his reaction. By the looks of things. Yeah, a booking for Adam Blakeman as well.
It's but Blake's.
Cynical challenge that by the Kingsland captain Michael Clunan on Craig Hewitt. Happy to say that Craig Hewitt got up almost straight away. There's quite a few early bookings here though for the Kingsland players. Obviously already down to 10 men as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think that's a red. I don't think that is a red card, but
no, it
is one of those where you just think
he's not gone for the ball whatsoever.
If he's towards the box and he's last man, of course it's a red, but
Blakeman lofts it in. Ellis hits
it down. It's dangerous.
It's away though by Dickens. And it'll be a throw-in on the other side here for Chorley.
Chester have hit the front at home against Oxford City. Scott Burgess. He's got the opener there. Oxford City have also had a man sent off. So 2 red cards to report in National League North already this afternoon.
Going to take this throw in on the right hand side.
I don't think you've seen Sam Bird's long throw yet to you, and this will be an interesting one. Alan, it's probably because we're sat close to each other. We can't hear each other. It's probably because we're sat so close. A loop long throw from Bird. It's up in the air. Yeah, it's probably because we're quite close to each other in terms of seating. Balls in towards the back post. Still live Calverley again on the edge. Hewitt. Still going, Hewitt. Nolan. Still alive for Chorley.
Goes for an
goal! It's close. It's an absolute snorter from distance from Adam Blakeman, and it's really not far wide. Head in hands from Adam Blakeman. From Chris Anderson. No worries, Alan. We will be looking at some stage if we can try and improve little things like this. But at the minute, my headset's quite literally fallen to pieces. I've always got the bits of the headphones on my ears, so we'll be looking to try and upgrade something soon. See, more viewers we get, more feedback we get, the better. Always helps, thank you.
Ellis with the header. Collins with a bit of a miscue clearance there. Sampson shrugs him off. Clark into Nolan. So late challenge on Nolan there by, there's 2 fouls in there. And Wilson kicks the ball away. And that'll
again,
be a
Chadwick,
you think, for Tom Wilson.
Goes into his butt. And it's Tom Wilson at this time with a card.
Also, there are 2 fouls in there. Ross Crane on Joe Nolan. And then obviously one there by Thomas Wilson on Tom Carr.
Tom Wilson.
And Wilson gets a booking for kicking the ball away. And Blakeman again with another opportunity to get the ball into the box. And the Chorley fans to our left are looking really up for this.
Yeah, Blakeman from the left.
So it goes.
It's
Mark Ellis, and it's just wide.
It's just wide.
Unlucky that for Ello. Just on the wrong side of the post. But it does look like Chorley may be able to double the lead at some point here. Ball forward is headed away by Mark Ellis. Tom Carr's up. Wilson heads it over him. Won it by Clemens.
See now looking to turn Henley, but this time Warren Clark does really well to nip in. Clark on halfway. Now Sampson.
Blakeman with a lot of time. Gives it to Craig Hewitt. Sampson lets us go back to Blakeman. Clips the ball forward, looking for Tom Carr. It'll go all the way through to Louis Chadwick in goal though.
Yeah, Richard, if you can let us know, by all means, if you want to drop us a message to me privately or anything like that would be helpful. Obviously, unfortunately, we are under budget constraint where it ultimately comes out of our own pocket. So anything sort of semi-budget friendly, we could certainly look into it because we want to provide the best quality that we possibly can. But we're just working with what we've got at this moment in time. Darlington have doubled their lead against Telford. Scott Barrow, who was sent off actually on Saturday, his suspension won't come into play just yet. As
Chadwick's ball forward, headed away by Ellis again.
Oh yeah, the Motti Mikes as in
Tom Carr's coming
John
back from an offside
special.
position.
Alfred and Town have also hit the front against Marine. Billy Heathside have struggled of late. But 37 minutes gone here, a game that's been played at a very high tempo. AFC Fylde have had a red card in their game at home against Southport.
Kingsland just happy to keep a bit of the ball in. Wilson looks forward for Giassi. He's got a bit of a pocket
Offside,
of space, but
Michael
he's
Giassi,
offside.
not for the first, not for the second, probably the third time he's been flagged offside in 37 minutes.
It's tough, though, being the lone outlet. Irving goes short with his free kick to Samber.
He takes his time and puts the ball over towards Sampson and not quite on the same wavelength. Ball given away at first and then back into the feet of Ross Crane, who again goes to that ball over the top towards Giassi. Blakeman's under pressure from Johnson and Bird's clearance isn't great. Eventually does get the second bite of the cherry.
Oh, Matt Irwin's put it up in the air here. And it's bounced off Henry's
Corner
knee
for
and it's gone out for a
Kings
corner here for Kings Lynn. Unavoidable, avoidable, you would say that.
38 minutes on the clock and Kings Lynn have got a corner from, can only be described really as a bit of a mishap from Matt Irwin.
It's Morgan Williams to take.
And it comes, it's delivered. Mike Carvalho goes down inside the box, but eventually the corner is cleared only as far as Crane, who looks to try and have the beating. Good play from that back to Crane. Good defending though by Henley. First time ball comes in. Kings Lynn can't keep the ball in.
Henley's throw-in, looking towards Sample. It's headed away from him. And it's a Kings Lynn throw-in. Just on the halfway line here. Clements, long throw forward, looking towards Giassi, headed away by Mark Ellis. Yeah, goal kick for Chorley.
Merthyr Town continuing their great run to start the season. A goal to the good against Scarborough Athletic. And Blakeman, another teasing ball, eventually lands at the feet of Hewitt. He's got two men for company. Goes down and claims for a free kick. Not given. Macclesfield have also had a man sent off. So red cards galore this afternoon on Bank Holiday Monday.
Ross Crane, that's a good pass.
4 red cards already this afternoon. Balls swung in from the left from a Kings Lynn player, but out behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, overhead cross that by Bailey Clements. Good work though by number 20 Ross Crane there.
But surely by no means, coasting here. Not Southport. Kings Lynn have been pretty good, it has to be said, considering they are down to 10. But haven't yet tested Matt Irwin in goal is probably the important bit. Blakeman has it on the left. Great ball over towards Hampson, headed on, and one for Craig Hewitt to chase against Hall Johnson and Thomas Wilson. Wilson does well, though, and gets it away. Nolan's got to be careful. Touchdown from Crane. He's shouting at Michael Giassi. He's shouting at him.
Said he also goes to Clements. Gives it back to Crane here on the left-hand side. It's given away to Warren Clark. Looks for Tom Carr. Foul there on Tom Carr. By Tom Dickens. just inside the Kingsland half.
Yeah, doing what he does best. TC winning fouls in dangerous positions and just sort of stems the flow of the play a little bit, frustrates oppositions when he does it like that.
Blakeman comes across the right-hand side.
So Blakeman pretty much plumb on halfway from the right-hand side. He's going to deliver a free kick in. The likes of Ellis is in there. Makes the run now, Mark. All the way over and into the hands of Tscherewik. Tscherewik now with the ball at his feet. Quick 1-2 with Wilson and Andy Priest calling on his players to put the press on.
Up it goes.
Good header from Henley.
Header.
Only as far as Collins. Headed down by him and to the left back, Bailey Clements. Does well, Blakeman really well there. Teasing ball over the top from Nolan, but claimed by Tscherewik, who in a hurry rolls it out to Tom Wilson. So Kings Lynn, I would say, you're in a finish in the the first half pretty strongly here. Certainly posing a few questions, albeit, again, they haven't yet tested Matt Irwin in goal.
They're doing a good job at nullifying the attacking threat of Chorley since going a goal down.
But you see there, Craig, how deep he is, and Andy Priest is calling on the press. He wants more.
I mean, we said it earlier, this game is not safe at just 1-0. Ellis with the header away towards
Hewitt's got it under pressure from Wilson. Clunan's there.
Clunan's dropped
good play from
deep,
Calverley, and he'll let it go for a throw. Yeah. No more goals. Oh, sorry, South Shields have just equalised against Bedford. I wonder if it's a game of Paul Blackett and Kedwin Scott again. We'll see if we can find out. 44 minutes gone here at the Grandstall Victory Park Stadium remains. Chorley 1, Kingsland Town 0. It's Kedwin Scott who's got the goal for South Shields.
Past that by Sam Bird, it's cut out.
Good play from Mark Ellis. Michael Giassi holding his mouth, but
Calverley's
wasn't anything in that for me. And
I just think Ellis has got his body in front of him, and he may have run into Ellis's arm. Completely accidental if there was any contact made. Sam Collins protesting. Oh, and he's been booked here, Sam Collins.
Yeah, Sam Collins. I don't really think Ewan he could have much of an argument there. I think it was just a silly one, bang on halfway.
As we're saying, Kingsland are racking up these yellow cards. Do you think maybe going down to 10 early on, they'd be a bit more disciplined going into these challenges?
So we wait.
Blakeman's ball's lofted towards Tom Ellis. He heads it up in the air. It's headed away. Joe Nolan touched it down, volleys it. Didn't really get hold of it though, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, we just wait now for the ball to be put up. 7 minutes of additional time at the end of this first half. You heard that right, 7 minutes. I think that's the new record for the beginning of this season.
But we have had a lot. Obviously, the red card, drinks break, and many yellow cards, and as well George Horbury's injury. Sampson wins it back here, and Craig Hewitt's got a bit of space to run into. Tom Carr on the left-hand side. Checks back to Hewitt. Runs at Collins. Ball across. It's cut out by Clunan.
Yeah, dangerous play that from Hewitt, as he did against Hereford, going on the byline, just trying to cause a few problems. Clark this time caught by Hall Johnson. And you just mentioned it there, you in a game that's had an awful lot of action. Well, we've had 5 yellows and a red card in the first 45 minutes. It's quite often the case, isn't it, that the referee waits until the second half to get his cards out. But referee Jonathan Chadwick hasn't been card shy in this opening 45.
But it has to be said, though, I don't think he's got anything wrong either. I think they've all been blatant yellow cards and red card.
I think it's one, though, where once you give it once, you kind of got to give it each time. He's set his stall out. And like you say, other referees may let them go at the first instance, but referee Chadwick hasn't. But Kings Lynn have got to be careful, though, because so many players on bookings and they're being down to 10 already. They can't afford to let slip, otherwise they'll be down to 9. Great play
Well,
from
that's
Mark
out
Ellis
by
there, and
Ellis,
this
but
time
Crane's
slips
here
in Ross Crane.
on the right-hand side.
Down the right he goes.
Cuts in onto his left
Digs
foot.
it in towards the back post, headed away by Henley. Cloonan's out to him, takes a touch instead of shooting. Collins. Missed by Clements. Oh, out to Giassi. Waits, plays it low in towards the area, but Chorley can clear. One for Tom Carr to chase against Tom Dickens.
Tom Carr. He's done well there, Carr, to win a throw-in.
Does it again, doesn't he? Just chases down the lost cause. Just so well.
So important when Sampo comes back to defend like that Tom Carr puts himself about. And he does it so often.
Down the line, the throw goes. It's from Henley this time into the path of Warren Clark, and once again behind for another throw.
Henley into Sampson. Sandberg gets it and switches it to Craig Hewitt.
Oh, he's just lost his foot in there. Referee Chadwick just having a word with Hall Johnson, not happy.
Throwing goes out and in there, so it's a throwing for Charlie. Blakeman looking for Sampson with his throw. And there's a foul. Or is it a throw-in? I can't really tell. It's a throw-in, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see the hand gesture from referee Chadwick, the player obstructing it. And James Rowe is just asking the question of where are we up to in terms of time? Well, certainly hasn't been 7 minutes yet.
My watch says about 4.
Blakeman long throw in towards the head of Ellis. He's up. It's there. It's off the post, but the foul has been given against Chorley.
It's a foul by Mike Calverley, I want to say.
I think it was the foul for what you describe probably best as the blocker. He's trying to just hold up a bit of extra time and a bit of extra room for the Chorley players.
It has to be said, despite being a goal down, they are taking the time with these free kicks, throw-ins, well, set pieces in general. Kings Lynn.
Long ball over from Chadwick. Ellis looks like he was caught there by Giassi, but Ewan telling Michael Giassi to get out of the way. And he's giving him a bit of extra slack there, because there is the 8-second rule in operation, as we well know, Ewan. But Giassi too close to Ewan. Good header from Sampson. It's offside, though. I'm not sure if that was the half-time whistle. It's not. again, though, Chadwick taking an awful long time to take this free kick from the offside.
Then Chiasi was just
Still
in an offside
taking his
position
time.
straight away.
Eventually does take it. It's long towards Crane, headed up by Bird, and
There's a
Calverley
foul
then
there on
caught, but
Calverley, it looks.
nothing given. Blakeman now with it from Clark, and the out ball. Carras to
Lynn heads
chase,
it back to
including
Chadwick. And
back to
that will be the
Chadwick, and it's
half-time whistle.
half-time. Here at the Gladstone Victory Park Stadium, Chorley 1, Kings Lynn Town 0. Well, a game that started with a real flashpoint. 2 minutes into the game, Emmanuel Maggio was sent off for a reckless late lunging challenge on Adam Henley before Mike Calverley opened the scoring for the Magpies on 11 minutes. At the half-time interval, it's Chorley 1, Kings Lynn Town 0. We'll be back very shortly. Go and grab a brew or a biscuit, and we'll go and catch our breath. A warm welcome back, everybody, for the second half of this afternoon's game between Chorley and Kings Lynn Town. Of course, Chorley a goal to the good at the break, thanks to Mike Calverley's goal on 11 minutes. Kings Lynn, of course, off to the worst possible start, never mind going a goal behind, down to 10 men after 2 minutes. Emmanuel Madger was sent off for a straight red card on Adam Henley. But only one change was made by James Rowe in that first half. He hasn't gone to his bench again for the second half as yet. And Andy Priest also sticking with the same.
The Kings Lynn to get us underway in the second half.
So the music's off. An action about to get underway again with Ross Crane of Kings Lynn set to get us back underway for the closing 45 plus stoppages. And there we go, back underway at the Grant Store Victory Park Stadium.
Henley with an early throw in here.
Interesting to see that there's no segregation in place today, but the Kings Lynn faithful have stayed where they are, not wanting to mix in and switch ends.
Henley's throwing. Headed on by Clark. But followed by Clements.
Well played long. Touched into the feet of Irwin, and he'll take that one away from Giassi.
Wakeman with the ball on the left-hand side. One ball headed away by Clooney.
Not the tallest of figures by any means, but does well to get up there. Nolan into Hewitt. Ooh, a lunging challenge by Reese Hall Johnson.
This ball forward. It's going to be met by Matt in his hands. Calvary, a bit of space to run into here in the midfield. Still running with the ball there, Calvary. Gives it to Tom Carr. Henley about 30 yards
can't
out
get the
here.
ball out of his feet first time of asking, but does the second time. Plays it to Blakeman out on this left-hand side. Hewitt's there overlapping him. Sampson touch him. Blakeman now finds Sampson, who's over on this left-hand side. Crosses. It's dangerous. It's across the right across the face and almost into his own net. I think it's
Tom
Wilson, and it's behind for a Chorley corner. Very, very nearly into his own net. Ewan. Noise is made. It's set piece again. Ole, ole. From the Chorley supporters, and Blakeman in swinging from the right. Goes to take it, but referee Tscherewik says, no, hold on a minute. He's going to have a little talking to, I think, with Tom Carr.
Tom Carr
and it's Michael Cloonan, who having a quick word with the referee, Mr. Jonathan Tscherewik.
Cloonan got to be careful, obviously being on the booking.
Well, I don't know if you saw it, but I certainly did. The penalty that was awarded against Fulham yesterday in favour of Manchester United. Ball comes in from Blakeman, and Ellis was there lying in wait at the back post, but just a little bit too much on that. Again, though, Tscherewik taking his time with the goal kick and eventually does go. Southport have taken the lead against AFC Fylde.
Blakeman's throw towards Sampson. Looks like he's getting his shirt pulled there, Sampo, but referee waste play on. Ellis with a good challenge there on Williams. And it'll be a throw-in, which will be taken by Hall Johnson here on the right-hand side.
South Shields have taken the lead against Bedford. It's Will Jenkins who's completed the comeback as things stand. Nolan putting the pressure on here on the number 16, Morgan Williams.
Wilson's lofted ball, headed out for a throw-in by Samber.
Birdie just couldn't get the purchase on that, could he? It was just hanging in the air a bit.
Quickly into Williams. Blakeman's just trying to win the ball back here off Crane. He's cleared away by Calvary.
It was dangerously put in that though, wasn't it? And now there's a chance here. Tom Cork could be in on goal. He's caught by goalkeeper Tscherewik, and he's lightly going to go to his pocket. Is it a red one? Is it a yellow one? He's sent off down to 9. Kings Lynn Town, and the ref, James Rowe, runs over to the 4th official. Lewis Tscherewik has been sent off.
And yet again, the Kingsland manager, James Rowe, seems irate about that. I'll be honest. Tonka flicks it beyond Tscherewik, and if he gets onto that car, it's 2-0. So I'm not really sure what he can be complaining about.
Well, the goalkeeper's been sent off, and I'm not too sure if... Oh, they do have a goalkeeper on the bench in Paul Jones.
But I think we could see it coming. I'm not too sure what the complaints are about here. TC nods it beyond Louis Tscherewik in goal. And as I've just said, if he gets onto the end of that ball, it's 2-0 to Chorley. And they said that really the 10 men of Kingsland did a good job at marshalling the Chorley attacks. Can the 9 men now do it? And with many Kingsland players also on bookings, it's not looking good, this, for the Kingsland players. Tscherewik really taking his time here to leave the pitch. Will be a good opportunity for Chorley from a free kick, about 25 yards out when play will resume.
Well, Ewan, again. Goalkeeper still hasn't left the field of play.
It's not as though the referee's going to overturn his decision now, is it?
Still not yet left the field of play.
I'm not sure what you think, Pete, but I think, yet again, the referee may have got that one right.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, where I think it's tough to call because Carr gets there first and he just clatters into him like a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. But then, as you say, Ewan, if he gets there first, which he does, and he keeps going, he's going to score. So he takes that option out of the game. But Paul Jones is now being ready to come on. And he does. He comes on in place of Michael Giassi, who's been subbed. So goalkeeper on in place of what I would suggest as being Kingsland's best player. And James Rowe, and if you look over into the technical area, he's absolutely raging. And if he's not careful, he'll be sent off himself.
Oh, I'll have to give him the benefit of that. Maybe he didn't have the greatest angle, but when he watches back these game highlights later on tonight, you have to say, I'm not sure what he can really be complaining about.
It's normally Andy Priest who's got a bit of a reputation, has he, for being a bit aggressive, a little bit, chirpy. But James Rowe is really giving him a run for his money. And actually, referee Jonathan Chadwick is just coming over here.
Be interesting to see what the referee decides to do.
He's not happy, and you wouldn't be surprised here, Yellow card for James Rowe. Yeah, Kingsley manager James Rowe. It's been brandished the yellow card.
That might be the most silent I've seen James Rowe all afternoon. Anyway, it's the two usual suspects, Craig Hewitt and Adam Blakeman, over this free kick. Looking like it might be Craig Hewitt here on the left-hand side.
Hewitt will fancy his chances. I think the left-hand side, for the right footer, beg your pardon.
It's a four-man wall for Kings Lynn.
AFC Fylde have equalised against Southport. Danny Mayor's got that one. But here, 56 minutes gone, and an opportunity for Craig Hewitt and Adam Blakeman, both over it. The first bit of action for Paul Jones in goal to contend with.
It's been 6 minutes since Chadwick was sent off. So this free kick's going to be taken here by Hewitt.
Hewitt takes it into the wall. Adam Henley. Joe Nolan.
There'll be a lot of added time at the end of today's game. Blakeman with a throw. Size goes short to Henley. Henley's ball in.
Over towards Tom Carr and Jack Sampson.
Sam Bird, plenty of time. Clips the ball towards Mark Ellis.
Touch that from Mello. Still going here into Hewitt. Oh,
just too
much on it from Hewitt.
Oh, it's a goal kick. And now it seems that the lone player up front for Kings Lynn is going to be Ross Crane.
Chester have taken the lead against Oxford City. Plenty of goals going in National League North, but it remains a 0-0 here to Chorley. Kings Lynn, though, with 9 men after Louis Chadwick joined Emmanuel Madger being sent off.
Wilson.
I think what we have to say, Ewan, is the absolute nightmare start for in both halves for Kings Lynn. Yet they have had another man sent off.
The onus is now on Chorley to put this game to bed. Nolan into Blakeman. So Chorley played down here. I think Tom Carr's just gone down off the ball. He's back up though. Nolan with a good pass into Henley on the right-hand side.
Henley, down the right he goes. Isolated, goes back towards Nolan, who swings it first time. It's deep. It's up from Jones. He dropped it.
Dropped by Jones and Hewitt puts it in.
It's a goalkeeping judgment error from Paul Jones, and he lets it in to Craig Hewitt. 2-2 for him, and Chorley's second. 58 minutes gone. It's Chorley 2, Kings Lynn Town 0.
Yeah, looked like a bit of a miss-hit cross that by Joe Nolan. But the substitute keeper, Paul Jones, drops it, falls straight to Craig Hewitt, and it's an empty net for the left winger to tap it into. 2 goals in 2, or 2 starts for Craig Hewitt.
Yeah, fantastic from Craig. Johnny on the spot there. Jones just didn't claim it properly, let it slip, drops the ball into the path of Hewitt, makes no mistake, into the back of the net, and Chorley's second.
Then you would think, barring a minor miracle by Kings Lynn, that probably should be 3 points wrapped up for Chorley.
Andy Priest straight away looks towards his bench. Couple of changes in the offing here.
Tom Walker and Harry Ibbotson getting ready to come on. Jack Sampson's one of the ones coming off. And Adam Blakeman off for Tom Walker. So change up top for Chorley and a change at left back. Does Kingsland get us back underway?
And we said, didn't we, like if Chorley can get the second, then Kingsland have got a mountain to climb. Well, it's 2-0 to Chorley and Kingsland down to 9. Andy Priest probably every right, really, hasn't he, to go and make those changes just before the hour mark.
It's obviously important as well with having a game on Saturday as well, just to keep the players fresh.
Yeah, absolutely, that is literally it. You know, they've got a big game this weekend, another one away at Leamington, and then of course another game the following Tuesday. So just important to give minutes to those like Walks and Harry
brings it
Ibbotson.
forward here. First of all to Henley. Warren Clark out wide on the right hand side. Checks back in on his left foot. It's a deep cross.
Oh,
Just a bit out of reach for Tom Carr to keep in play.
so just over half an hour left to play. And like I say, you'd think it's plain sailing from here, but as we did against Hereford, you've just got to smell good and keep going. You've got to keep going here. You know, Chorley, as things stand, remain the top goal scorers in the division. And, you know, there's no reason why. 2-man advantage out there. They've got to keep going for it here.
First touch by Ibsen and is giving it away.
Saying that though, as you say, it gives the
Crane
ball away, and Crane is going to go for goal and
it's wide.
fires it into the back of the Duke Street stand. Nolan's got it, spreads it wide to Mark Ellis, and gives it to Adam Henley.
Calvary with an underlapping run. Yeah. First time cross straight towards Paul Jones. He'll gather that.
Good to have you with us, Mark.
Ellis with a good touchdown.
Ellis finds Joe Nolan on halfway. Chorley just patiently playing it at the moment. Walker, who's gone out to play left back for Chorley, left-footed on the ball. Great cross from him in towards the dangerous area towards Ibbotson. It's headed away by a Lynn defender, and Reese Hall Johnson's got it. No problem, Stratospherical. Thanks for joining in with us this afternoon. To say 64 minutes gone here. It's Chorley 2, Kingsland Town 0. Mike Calverley opened the scoring for the Magpies on 11 minutes before Craig Hewitt has doubled the advantage, but either side of that, second minute red card for Emmanuel Madger. And Louis Chadwick, sent off for Lynn in the second half. So 2 halves and 2 reds and 2 goals as things stand.
It's the long ball by Paul Jones is straight to Mark Ellis.
And Ewan, I think a lot of it now from Chorley point of view is probably about just trying to stretch Kings Lynn, trying to frustrate them, as that's a great ball from Walker.
Tom Carr.
Tom Carr looks for the pullback but can't, and we'll get a corner.
Despite being 2 goals down, Kings Lynn have defended well today, particularly the 2 centre-halves, Tom Wilson and Tom Dickens. Just done well. It's Tom Walker over to take the corner.
So no Blakeman, so Walker will take it short, finds Hewitt. Lying in wait, goes to Nolan. Apologies for the second goal. It was actually Joe Nolan who crossed the ball for the error by Jones. Ball into the box, and Mark Ellis was trying to get near it. Oh, and Jones this time he goes to try and throw it out quickly. Ball into Ibbotson. Mark Ellis has stayed up, is inside the box. Warren Clark. Jones just give the ball away there cheaply from a throw. Joe Nolan's in. Oh, just couldn't get his shot off in time, and Lynn looking to break forward. Morgan Williams, but Warren Clark. Good header from Nolan. Now Mark Ellis has to trundle his way back.
Wilson, a long ball forward to Williams, who's got
Great
a lot of space
down
here
from
on the
Morgan
left-hand
Williams,
side.
and good touch from Ross Crane. He'll chase it down.
Tom
Walker did his best to keep it in, but he can't. And Andy Priest, high standards as ever. Frustrated that we've decided giving away a corner in that instance.
Uncharacteristically there from Chorley defensively against 9 men for wanting the place to have a lot of space there on the left-hand side in Mark Williams. Andy Priest won't be happy with that.
Another red card. This time Curzon Ash, they've got one after taking the lead away at Buxton. Red cards galore this afternoon.
It's looking like it's Ross Crane over the corner.
Yeah.
Goes short.
Yeah, 6 red cards, you're right, Alan. Must be a record.
Crane,
if not close.
Deep cross. Out for a goal kick.
Another change to come for Kings Lynn. Joseph Naya-Waymer is going to come on in place of Ross Crane, who's, again, been really good in part for Kings Lynn, but
Sam Collins is coming off here as well. Change coinciding with the second half drinks break.
yeah, drinks break again, Ewan. My drinks run out. You've still got half of yours left. Some car just spraying himself in the face with some water to try and get some fluids on board. Curzon, having gone down to 10, have added a third. It's interesting. There's been a bit of a trend of that, hasn't there, where teams are going down to 10 and then they're scoring.
It started by us against Arlo, that wasn't it?
Well, yeah, absolutely a prime example of it. Walker Into Ibbotson, goes back towards Bird. Walker goes long. There's too much on that though. Jones will claim it in goal.
Dickens goes long, headed away by Henley. Nolan gives
Hander
it
from
back
Henley
to the
into
right back.
Nolan. And again, this is that area, isn't it, where Chorley just trying to be patient, not forcing it. Ibbotson could
Ball
be in
by
here.
Henley into
Oh,
Ibbotson.
just looked to nip in ahead of Jones, and I think he just about beat the offside trap.
Henley had the long ball back to Matt Irwin.
Well, you can hear some of the noise that's going on behind the goal. Pecked by the Magpies is the call, and a long way to come for Kings Lynn supporters this afternoon, set to go home empty-handed as things stand.
Ellis, long ball forward. It's headed away.
So it's from Warren Clark.
Nolan spots the run of Henley and picks him out well. It's a good
And these
touch
are
by
those
Henley.
moments again, surely just looking to make the extra men count. Important to say men, not man, because it's two-man advantage at the moment. Walker down the left he goes, finds Ibbotson, who's
a late challenge by Crane.
Yeah, he's caught late, and another yellow card for Kings Lynn.
And yet again, James Rose complaining.
Yeah, the number. Oh, it was Ross Crane actually. I thought Ross Crane was subbed earlier on. My bad for that. But yeah, Ross Crane in the book.
Yeah, James Rowe, Kingsley manager, complaining again. Not too sure yet again what he can complain about.
I mean, 5 yellows and 2 reds.
And it looks like Luke Summerfield's going to come on here for Charlie. It might be after this free kick's taken though. It's Tom Walker over the free kick. Going to be a
Looks like
deep
Luke
one.
Summerfield's going to come on very shortly.
Oh,
good to see him get more minutes under impact. He's going to come on now. Mike Carverley giving a bit of respite on 72 minutes. It's Luke Summerfield coming on to replace him.
Good run out this for Summers, you think? The referee blows his whistle and Walker puts his ball into the box.
Oh, Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis is there. He's
flagged for offside. He actually did really well there, didn't he, to get to it first. But flags up against him.
I think it's safe to say he was a good few yards offside there.
Have a look and see if any of the goals have gone in elsewhere in National League North. Well, as things stand, Leamington have pulled one back against Kidderminster. Harriers Buxton have got one back against Curzon. And the rest, as they were, still remains surely 2, Kings Lynn 0 here. Tom Carr.
Touch by Tom Carr.
A bit frustrated there, Tom. I think he was just kind of half caught. Look at him straight back in and amongst it again, putting the pressure on.
Him and Harry Ibbotson.
Now Ibbotson against Jones, and Jones forced to hoof it a bit quicker than he'd like. Bird has the ball in his feet, back from Walker. Another 1-2 between those two again. Kings Lynn stretched. Ibbotson on halfway finds Walker, who could have for a ball, swirling away in the wind. Finds Adam Henley, who takes a touch. So Joe Nolan. Walker
Ibbotson
touched on by
takes it on the
Ibbotson.
turn.
V1 with Tom Wilson out on the left. I have to say, though, with so many Kings Lynn players on that sort of that tightrope now, so many yellow cards, they have to be careful. They really can't afford to commit to too many more challenges because they could even go down to 8.
I mean, that's what we were saying in the first half. Despite going down to 10 men, they were still flying in to challenge you.
Another change in the offing from James Rowe. Will Van Leer, formerly of Peterborough Sports, going to come on very shortly as Warren Clark's got it down the right. First touch for Luke Summerfield. Finds Tom Carr. Crosses. It's dangerous. It's in towards Hewitt. Headed up by Summerfield. Clark. Well played by him. Walker.
Walker shapes up to shoot.
Goes for goal, and it's high and wide on that occasion.
Narrowly avoiding the houses behind the stand there. I think Tom Wilson's down with a bit of cramp here for Kings Lynn. And now Ross Crane will come off.
Yeah, he's very slowly. I think Rain along with Giassi probably the two that have made things happen the most for Kings Lynn under difficult circumstances, it has to be said. But if you're being selfish from a Chorley point of view, they won't care one jot.
William Van Leer's on. Jones's goal kick
from Ellis,
by
checks
Ellis.
it down by Nolan. Been quite impressed with Joe Nolan since he came on, and obviously under difficult circumstances again in this case because of George Horbury picking up an injury.
It's Kings Lynn bringing a few plays forward here. It's fouled by Tom Walker.
Fylde have got a penalty. Penalty to Fylde, who are down to 10.
Quite a few players going forward here for Kings Lynn. Kings free kick.
Committing a lot of men forward. It's 2-0, obviously, and still 15 minutes to go. You just think maybe if they can pinch one, there's something they could do here, but...
Then it goes from Paul Johnson. Lofted
long,
high.
it's deep, but it's straight to Mark Ellis, and Ibbotson
Does well. Summerfield with the ball. Looking for Tom Carr. It's a good interception though by Clooney. Indian Waymer gives it to Clements. Tom Wilson still up high here.
Fylde have converted from the spot.
Dickens with the ball forward looking for Clements. Clements can't keep it in. And it would have been a goal kick, but it was flagged offside anyway. And it looks like Milan Lalkovic is going to come on here for Chorley. In place of Warren Clark.
Good to see Milan back in place of Warren Clark. Warren again, just another one of those players, always puts in the 8 out of 10.
He returns from his 3-game suspension.
Yeah, confirmation that Danny Ormerod, who obviously spent a period of
Tom Walker
at Chorley, has got the goal for Fylde. Tom Carr does well. Lalkovic first touch from him. It's a smart one. Out to Nolan. Chorley looking to push. Tom Carr onto the edge of the area. Goes for goal, and it's into the Frank Powell stand and out for a goal kick. Chorley not letting up here, though. Ewan has to be said.
And why not? And scoring goals galore so far early on in the season. Goal difference for everything to play later on in the season.
Well, at this moment in time, Southfield's goal difference is 10, Chorley's is 9, and the next best after that is Kings Lynn, in fact, on 5. Ellis does well, beats his opposite number in it. Joshua and Yaema. But Chorley not content to sit on it here, though, are they? And they want a third. Henley right over on the near side here, offering it. Summerfield touched it down. Calm and composed Luke. Lalkovic bang on halfway on the centre circle, goes back to Summerfield, and just patient play here from Chorley.
Good ball by Summerfield, looking for Tom Walker.
Ball from Summerfield, the substitute to find Walker. Well, Craig Hewitt.
Lalkovic opts to go back to Ellis.
Summerfield plays into Walker. Good cross in from Tom Walker. Tom Carr's at the back post, meets it with his head. But Milan Lalkovic, having just come on fresh legs, chased it, but gives the ball away really cheaply, in fact. Been beaten to it by Nyema. Good play. Good play into Tom Carr. He's having his shirt pulled, but still has it on the left-hand side, doing well. Away from Tom Dickens. Now Hewitt.
Summerfield into Walker.
Summerfield
opens up his body and gives it to Ellis.
82 minutes gone here. Still Chorley 2, Kings Lynn Town 0.
Ball into
Tom
Tom
Carr
Carr.
goes for goal, tipped over by Jones.
Over. Corner's taken quickly. Walker gives it to Hewitt. Here's Nolan. Hewitt again. Walker would run this by substitute.
Oh, it's
Low
the
cross.
box.
And it's put behind for another Charlie corner.
There you go, that age-old song again of set piece again, ole ole.
It's going to be
Milan Lalkovic, who's going to go over and take this one.
Mark Ellis had a quick word with Milan before he takes this.
Lalkovic swings it in. He finds the front man, Ellis. Knocks it
Looks as though
behind for a goal kick.
which Summerfield may have got in the way of Mark Ellis there. Jones's goal kick.
Good header from
by
Sam Bird.
Clunan puts this, looks to be a foul there on Mark Ellis, and it is.
And James Rowe laughs in the face of the fourth official in response to that.
I mean, you can
He's
understand
calling
being
for a yellow card,
frustrated.
is James Rowe. He's asking the fourth official why it's not a yellow card. Well, James, it's not a yellow card. Is my response to that one.
Tom Walker's look bright since coming on, finds Tom Carr.
Oh, just a bit too much on it, but it will go behind for another corner.
Craig Hewitt over to take it. Tom Walker's coming short. And in fact, it'll be Tom Walker will take it now.
Taking it away from Craig Hewitt. Hands up, both in the air from Walks.
There's a free kick. Foul on
Slightest
Tom
bit of
Wilson.
contact inside the box, and the referee, Jonathan Chadwick, has decided to give a free kick in favour of the visitors. Mark, go and enjoy your Greek beer, mate. Had a great time in Greece last year. Went on my own for a week to Hania. Lots of mythos. I have to admit the frozen glasses were a particular highlight of me. But thanks very much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your break, or if you're out there in Greece, just enjoy it, full stop, because I certainly would be.
Throw in here.
Worksop Town have got a goal in their game.
Henley throws it back to Ellis. Nolan, who's seen a lot of the ball in the second half.
Lots of added time in these games this afternoon, Ewan, because of the drinks breaks.
Summerfield,
great ball from Summerfield, finds Henley.
Henley
gets
takes
in
it on the
behind.
keeper. Puts
Sticks
it across,
and it's a first goal. And Harry Ibbotson, that's brilliant, brilliant play from Adam Henley. And that is the icing on the cake for Chorley. A magnificent 3 for the Magpies this afternoon. 86 minutes gone. Adam Henley chasing a lost cause. Great ball from him into by Luke Summerfield. And Ibbotson there just to nod the ball home and get his first goal for Chorley.
It's a great ball originally by Luke Summerfield into Adam Henley, who finds himself in the striker position. Composed play by Henley to take it round Paul Jones, and then clips it back across goal to Ibbotson, who gets his first goal for the Magpies. 3-0.
I was just saying there on Twitter, Ewan, that Chorley were pushing for the third, and it looks like Harry Ibbotson heard me, because it's a really well taken goal, isn't it? They all started from Luke Summerfield. He played that ball into Henley, and then you thought maybe the chance had gone, but Ibbotson, no mistake from that sort of distance, and it's Chorley 3, Kings Lynn Town 0.
He was really composed by Henley after it took it round the keeper. Angle was too tight for him to shoot, but he put a great ball back into the box, or back into the 6-yard box, and tucked away neatly by Ibbotson. Chorley not letting up though. Well, Ibboson's lost the ball on halfway.
And you know what? More than anything else in this instance, what you want here is a clean sheet. 88 minutes gone now, and time ticking over, but there's no reason for Chorley not to keep a clean sheet here. I don't want to be
Walker.
The commentator's curse, if you like, but cheers, Mark. Yeah, cheers, Jeff. Obviously going to Poland in the morning for a couple of nights with my partner, so I'll certainly enjoy the break over there for a birthday. Not before, though. Lots of work to do this afternoon, this evening, and into the night before we fly at 4 a.m.
Joe Nolan looking for
fly, we're headed to the airport for 4. But all worth it when you get the 3 points. Which at the moment, it looks pretty much set in stone, doesn't it? There's no real way back for Kings Lynn. 3-0 down, 2 men down.
Yeah, I think the writing's been on the wall ever since that second goal kick went in.
Remington have got a goal at the death against Kidderminster Harriers at Agborough.
Walkovic back into Walker here.
Oh, interesting that from Adam Murray's side. Summerfield finds Bird. Great delivery from him. It's
Lofty
looped up
cross.
towards Carr.
Sent
Henley
away
first
to
time.
Henley.
Oh, it was like a Roberto. What was it Di Canio?
Oh.
Di Canio style scissor volley.
And Ewan Murray, they won the counter attack for Kings Lynn. He's
And
done
it
well.
looked like he was going to take the
Bird
tactical
clears.
foul, but really good play from Sam Bird. Thanks, Jeff.
Ibbotson now running with the ball
Ibbotson
forward.
on halfway.
Pass it
to
to
add insult
Hewitt.
to injury here. Craig Hewitt, 1v1 with Hall Johnson, beats him.
Takes it round him.
Oh, the byline goes for the goal himself.
Save.
Tom Carr. What
That's
a great save from. What a save from Paul Jones. A really great save, that has to be said.
It has to be said, Paul Jones has looked a little bit shaky since coming on, but there he's pulled off 2 great saves in quick succession to keep the score at 3-0. Tom Walker on the corner.
Walker first touch. Oh, he flashes it just wide. Oh, he could have had 3 or 4 today, Mark Ellis. Sam Bird awarded the man of the match, and we had a little bit of, I suppose, an exchange on, whilst without talking about it, about the man of the match, probably between Mike Calverley and Sam Bird. And Birdie, as we said at Hereford, he's been absolutely magnificent, just slotted in really well. Six added minutes it was.
Ewan kicks it forward. Summerfield.
Danny Ormerod, after Southport equalised in the 93rd minute, Danny Ormerod has got his second in the 5th minute of stoppage time for AFC Fylde. Well, Fylde down to 10. I don't think anyone would have predicted that one.
Good header by Sam Bird. And then Joe Nolan. Ibbotson putting himself about well. Carr finds Summerfield. Pass by Summerfield out wide to Henley.
Now a case of 2 minutes in out of the six of added time. Chorley just looking to nullify the tempo, and saying that though, very nearly between Lalkovic and Henley.
Good challenge though.
Oh, he's put it through his legs, is Adam Henley.
And then
they're just kicking out at him. Will Van Leer that time penalised.
Bit of a scramble there on the ball. Kings Lynn plays protect.
And it just goes back towards Walker and Bird finds Walker, who drives on towards goal, finds Ibbotson. Oh, goes for the return, and
Man, Ibbotson with a foul there and the recovery.
Rare foul from a Chorley point of view of this afternoon. I haven't managed to keep an eye on the foul count, Ewan, but it's fair to say far more Kings Lynn fouls than those from Chorley.
Yeah, it has to be said that Kings Lynn have been flying into challenges pretty much all afternoon. As Summerfield with a good switch of player to Vlahovic. Crosses blocked and it's a corner late on.
And just maybe to round things off, Ewan, set piece again, Ole ringing out here.
The fans behind the goal want a fourth. Vlahovic should take the corner.
Vlahovic delivers, it's deep, it's up towards Tom Carey, just can't get on the end of it. Hewitt pick up the second. Walker first time balls deep, it's towards Ellis. Henley finds Bird. Summerfield. Never know, Matt. See, is it? Naming headlights here. He's off himself. To Nolan.
Vlahovic out wide.
Vlahovic digs out the cross deep. It's up towards Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis, it just had to be brilliant cross from Milan Vlahovic. And Mark Ellis gets his goal. Brilliant header from Ello. And it's surely 4, Kings Lynn Town 0.
Well, we said before that Ello could have had at least 3 today. But good recycling of play. Looked like Summerfield was going to go to shoot there. Played it out wide to Vlahovic. Loads of time for Vlahovic to pick out his man. Good ball into the box. Ellis meets his header well into the bottom corner. 4-0. And that's
the full-time whistle here at the Grand Store Victory Park Stadium. Chorley 4, Kings Lynn Town 0. A game that had just about everything from a Chorley point of view, didn't it, Ewan? An early red card for an Emmanuel Madger, goals from Calverley, Hewitt, Ibbotson, and then rounded off by Mark Ellis. Sees the Magpies' unbeaten run continue. And it was just a brilliant. It was coming for Mark, though, wasn't it? It was just one of those where he'd had so many chances.
Yeah. I mean, he had that big chance in the first half, one in the second half from another corner, but that one was just put on a plate to him by Milan Vlahovic. And Mark Ellis is never going to miss from there, is he?
Yeah, well, from a Chorley point of view, it couldn't have gone much better. From a Kings Lynn point of view, it couldn't have really have gone an awful lot worse than that. But from me, Pete Tscherewik and Ewan alongside me, we'll round things up for this afternoon, and we'll see you all back again this Saturday, where the Magpies will look to continue their unbeaten run against Paul Holron's Leamington side at the York Co-op Community Stadium. What I will say, though, before we close, is that the signal at Leamington is notoriously bad, so apologies in advance if we have any technical issues over there. But as for now, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Monday, and we'll see you all very soon. Take care, and again,